Hey everyone, it's me, Rosemary Salem with RosemarySalem.com, and I wanted to come on here today. Today is Sunday. Soulful Success is tonight at 7 p.m. live on my YouTube channel. So you can just go to youtube.com and search Rosemary Salem, and you'll see my channel right there pop right up. You can go ahead and subscribe so you can get notifications every time I post, and you'll be immediately notified when I go live today. So I wanted to hop on here, and if you are familiar with any of my content, you know I'm always trying to give you a word of motivation. And as I was sitting here marinating, the first thing that came to my heart was business boundaries. And I think oftentimes we are so caught up in this repetitive cycle of hustle, hustle, hustle this, hustle that, and we don't have structure. And it's much like your life, right? Because ultimately how you live your life will bleed over into your business. And what do you mean by that, Rosemary? Well, the dynamic of how you show up in your day-to-day life will really explain to you why your business is looking the way it's looking. And it's literally like a mirror effect. If you want to really see your greatest potential shine bright through the very gifts and talents that God bless you with. And my audience is online service-based business owners. So you're not an online service-based business and you're in the outside, like a brick and mortar type business or things of that nature, then my content may not necessarily always resonate with you. Not saying that you can't gain value from what I teach and show you. However, I know who my people are, and I know who I'm speaking to directly, so everything will align. So if you're an online service provider, you are the one who provides the service for your clients. And I think you have to understand the value of yourself. And understanding the value of yourself requires you to get to know yourself, get to know what's working in your lifestyle right now and what's not. Because how your personal life correlates with your business life is very crucial. I'm not going to say too much, but I was recently in like a test, and I didn't even understand. I'm a believer, and I believe in God, and I know that God always, he does things, and then he reveals why he did it, or what was the whole purpose of that. Like, why did I have to do that? That didn't make any sense. So when you are building a business, or you're wanting to start a business, and you're like, where do I start? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? This and other. I encourage you to go and spend time drafting what that actually physically would look like for your life. And I want you to embody it so much that you get a clear picture of what steps you need to take today to reach that ultimate success level in your business. In the days of AI and automation, I love AI and I love automation. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I love it. I'm not going to be negative when it comes to the topic. I've been talking about it for literally since December 2022. ChatGPT was released in November 2022, and I was exposed to it right at the beginning of December, and I've been literally blessed to participate and share stages via Clubhouse and other platforms talking about this amazing tools that are free and accessible to us right now. My concern comes in is when people want to monetize from these platforms, but they don't understand that it takes structure to monetize from anything. I don't care what you're doing. A hustle dollar, it will come and go. And a hustle dollar ain't no loyal dollar, okay? And we have to stop doing toxic business. And I am here to put all my business on Front Street for y'all, so y'all can learn from me and see not only my mistakes in my business, but the transparency of being able to learn from someone who went that way and got the t-shirt to show it, to say, that ain't the way to go, sis. That ain't the way to go, bro. So, in all, I, again, want to invite you tonight and every Sunday, for the next couple of weeks here, I'm not going to say too much, on my timeline, but I do want to let you know that the upcoming Sundays I have shows prepared for you all to tune into, where I'm actually teaching you about, the correlation of how you can start monetizing from AI and automation and actually implementing and bettering your systems and your structure for your business by partnering with AI. Okay, so there's that. But going back to like the whole motivational piece of understanding business boundaries, so there was a recent test that I literally went experienced, and I was like, well, why would you allow that to happen that way? I didn't understand, right? And sometimes that's what it is. We just have a question. We have a question, doesn't make sense. You want the answer to that question, but you don't get it right then and there. But that doesn't mean that you won't eventually get the answer. So when I was in it, I was blind to it, right? How many of us been in a situation, we walked in the situation blindly? We feel like I was blindfolded. I didn't know. I was unaware. Okay, the real reason why you have to have business boundaries is because you will have people who will come and try to break all of your business boundaries. Say, for instance, you have a business line. Keep everything in business. Keep everything professional. I don't care what it is. Don't cross that line, because once you cross that line for yourself, you are devaluing yourself more and more and more. So what is the purpose of creating effective business boundaries? It is to reinstate your value. You have to put people in their place. Let people know that you're not afraid to not respond to them. You're not afraid to ignore their little messages. You're not afraid to stand on what you have set in place for your own sake, so that you can do big business. In the days of all this social media marketing, this and social media marketing, that people think that it's free game for you to just communicate however you choose to communicate. No, but if you can't be hollering business boundaries if you have not set any. Meaning, do you have a link that people can meet with you? So one of the things that, if you go on my Clubhouse, and me and my team, we're working on structure all month of May. Like, everything that I do is going to be branded, structured, and I don't care how, tedious it may seem. Like, if you're watching my template right now, I practice what I preach. I'm like, look, if we going live, we doing a CTA. That CTA is big. Click the link in my bio, because now you all have a call to action. Why do you need to click the link in my bio? Number one, so you can purchase my latest book, Permission to Breathe, How to Break the Cycles of Pain and Live a Life of Purpose. And what I am talking about is very crucial in order for you to really thrive in purpose. Because I believe that if God blessed you with a business idea, He blessed you with that business idea for a reason, and He wants to see it be made manifest in the world. Now, if you are not a believer, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in Jesus, you don't believe, period, I may not be the coach for you, right? So I want you guys to be self-aware of those things when you come into my space and the way I teach, because I want to make sure that we have effective communication moving forward, because I want you guys to win. And in order for you to win, I have to be my best self, so I can coach you to that win. And that is called self-responsibility. When you're a service-based provider, you want to make sure that you're giving your clients top-tier service. I was just watching a clip from one of my favorite reality shows, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And let me tell you, I love anything that Carlos Kings put his name on, because he is for the down south people. I'm Delta all the way. My blood runs Delta, okay? Even though I was born up north, basically, I was raised in the South, right? So I have that sense of hominess when I watch any of his content, because it's like what I'm used to, the way they talk, the slanging, the mispronunciation of words that you're like, how you mispronounce that? I love it. I do it, and I don't like to be picked at for it. I don't like to be like, sometimes, okay, I get it. You got to be bossed up or whatever. I talk very professionally. Trust me. I can get down. My vocabulary is very extensive. However, sometimes if I just want to talk to you, I just want to talk to you. I don't need you bother me, all right? Okay? So with that being said, the clip was so powerful. It was of one of the business owners on there, and she was having a team meeting. She ended up crying. Here's the thing. I'm emotional too. So she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I cried. And her and her husband and business partner were discussing what happened and them getting ready to take, make necessary cuts, and they want people to be so lax. So on the job, regular business talk, right? However, she mentioned something that was so key. She said, "This is my, this is what I had a big vision for." She was expressing how the organization that she sees needs to be realigned. It needs a, what I'm saying, it needs a little readjustment so that it is exactly what she saw for it. And sometimes that comes with hard decisions, such as firing, such as letting people go. But it's a dangerous thing when you don't know your own vision. And as service providers, it is our job and our duty to understand what exactly is the vision of the client. Get in their heads with them and try to collaborate with their vision to make it come to life. A lot of the things that we aspire to do, truthfully, are not that hard to create. In the days that we have now, it's easier for you to do things versus back in the day when you had no access to nothing, when people really had to solely depend on going to a physical location, a physical college to get a certain level of access. Now Harvard sells their classes online. You get what I'm saying? Like, now you ain't gotta enroll no more. If high level institutions are pivoting to certificates are being more honored now than they were. I mean, you can get a certification in something and be in a better position or in a role quicker than someone with a degree. Why? Not saying that they won't ever get a job, but what I'm saying is times have changed. And if you don't have effective business boundaries, how are you going to be able to take advantage of all those opportunities when you have your clients kind of running you rampant, feeling like they can call you personally? They all up in, it's like it's giving, what is this? It's giving confusion. And I know God is not the author of confusion. So, but in order for that to be effective, you have to check yourself and be honest with yourself and saying, why does this person feel so comfortable doing this? What am I not doing to communicate that this is not okay, and how can I make it better? And also, stop saying yes to bad business. At the end of the day, once you see that the CEO or the leader of whatever but whatever you're being invited to help is not aligning with you, that's the nicest way I can say it, don't feel bad for going the other way. I think oftentimes we feel that we have to hustle for a client, then we have to over satisfy that client, and then we're overdoing it and we're not doing enough for the service of generating consistent cash flow in your business. And that is what true business is all about. You talk to real business people, they want to see real numbers. They want to know what you really did. They want to see, do you really got it, or are you really that girl, or are you really that dude? And especially in the days and times, especially as an African American, right, I can't tell you enough how many black people just automatically discredit you just because you black, and they black too. Y'all both discrediting the hell out of each other, and you don't know how to collaborate. You don't know how to do those things. You don't know how to do business because everything is about a facade instead of facts. So if you are looking to build a business, it's not a facade, but it's really you. It breathes and speaks to you. There are people waiting on you, and if you approach it in a systematic approach and you get your marketing together, you get your AI and your automation, and you partner with me, you come to my classes. We're going to have, like, tonight, 7 p.m. I'm inviting you. If you liked anything that I said in this message, come join us. We're going to be live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so excited. That's in a couple of hours here. And the content that I'm going to be sharing throughout this month and really the remainder of the year is content that I've been dying to share, but just wanted to make sure that I was ready for you all, because I already love you all. I already have a heart for every new client that comes in. I believe in you. I need you to believe in yourself more than I believe in you, because I feel like my next goal for all of my clients is for me to out believe you. But I want to feel the challenge of doing that. I don't feel like you're going to win, but I'm going to set this bar so high that literally we're going to be racing to the top together for you. Because the people that I'm called to serve and work with, they are truly rock stars. They are powerhouses in their own right. They don't need no cap because they are that in a bag of chips, honey, poo. For my men, I'm very passionate about male clients coming out of that shell of insecurity in any type of way. Owning your stage, knowing that you have a gift, knowing that you can command the money. I know that we have enough negativity, we have enough suppression, we have enough self-doubt to pass around like a collection plate, hunty. But we do not have enough of outpouring into ourselves and outpouring into the things that we're building. And understand that you can speak life or death in your tongue, out of your tongue, and you want to make sure that you're speaking life, life. So I want you to challenge yourself. Set effective boundaries that make sense to what you are building. If you're coming to me and saying, Rosemary, oh my God, I want to build a 6-figure business and I wanted to be an online coach. Okay, well, if you're trying to make that type of money, then you're gonna have to break up with the idea of thinking that you gotta lowball yourself to get a client. Like, are you hustling or are you building? Ask yourself that. Am I hustling or am I building? And then even when you're doing things strategically, if it's not a match, it's not a match. Don't put yourself in a toxic relationship. Don't do what you've done in your personal life. I ain't gonna snatch y'all together right now. I'm gonna get y'all together tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Soulful Success. But yeah, we're gonna go there. That's the type of stuff we talk about. How your personal life is truly affecting your business life. And how you don't know how to walk away from certain business because you don't walk away from certain business in your personal life. So you got to understand, you are the machine behind you. You are the force. You're the one that people are showing up to support and believe in and do those things. But you can't be and do all those things until you believe all those things can happen within you. God is not the author of confusion. If you want to believe in yourself in this season, He is ready to partner with you. I believe that in this season that you're being called higher. I don't care what it is. You do music, you have a business. I don't even believe in calling your business small. You do big business. Because a lot of people say things that they don't understand what they're saying. They just say it. They just say it because it sounds good. But words have power and meaning. So if you're desiring a big empire, believe that, say that, put that out in the atmosphere and watch it come and match you. You have to understand that those business boundaries need to be set in order for you to reach that big. Because if you have those business boundaries, you're not going to be distracted so much. Right? Business boundaries can be through making sure that you're not being distracted during certain business hours. Setting those business boundaries for yourself to say, look, on Tuesdays I don't take clients. And then you have this client that's like, oh, hey, I really need to talk to you on this day. And that's your no client day. If you break that boundary for that money, what does that say about that boundary? That, oh, she's breaking a boundary. And make sure that if you're going to, make a exception, that exception is not coming at the sacrifice of your peace. That's how you know it's an effective business boundary. That it didn't come at the sacrifice of your peace. If you felt that whatever little favor, you can start applying this in your personal life, but we're talking about business, of course. So say, for instance, you got a friend, right? You got a homie, and they want you to do something, right? And you really don't feel like doing it. Like, you really, in your heart of hearts, you don't want to do this. You have every right to say no, right? But when you do not exercise that right of no, now you have willingly participated in something that you don't want to do, and now you're spewing out negative energy to something that you could have simply said no to. Is it the person's fault that they asked? No. People are going to test your boundaries. That's the part of having a boundary. If it was obvious that you couldn't do something on a certain day or perform a certain task because you have set this boundary, how do you know that the boundaries have been officially set? How do they know that the boundary has been set? Because you have declined the offer or the opportunity or the access. You either decline the offer, you decline the opportunity, or you decline the access. That is when you know you have an effective business boundary in place. Because after that is in place, guess what? You feel better. You feel good. You are happy with what decision you've made. And there is nothing or no one that's going to stop you from you feeling good, because you did that from a place of knowing that this is what's effective for me to grow and become that empire builder that I am. Because you're not just building a business, you're building a system. And what we do over here, we build AI and automation systems that you can walk away from, that work for you when you're not working. We are helping you actually cultivate that and make that, and take that idea and make it a reality for you. So if you enjoyed this live stream with me, I didn't want to stay on here too long, but I kind of wanted to have this, open-ended kind of conversation about business boundaries, as well as just kind of fill you guys into some things that are underway, as well as things that you can go ahead and actively participate, like tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rosemary Salem, as we are going into class tonight talking about some amazing content around AI automation and faith, because if you're working with me, we're gonna add God into it. Okay, I'm gonna put them in there every time I put them in there, every time, like everything, be like, oh, she always find a way to put him in there, because he's able, and he'll do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think of. I believe that God is amazing, and I love him with all my heart. And I actually changed my logo to a heart logo, so you can see my logo down at the bottom. That is my new personal logo, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I feel like it really embodied my personal brand, because I care about y'all's success. So I can't wait to see y'all tonight in class. And if this video helped you in any type of way, make sure you do the smallest thing you can do, which is share this video. Share it to your story. Share it to someone who needs to watch it. Tag your business bestie. Comment below your best takeaway from today's story live. And I look forward to seeing y'all tonight in class. Until next time, I'm Rosemary Salem, RosemarySalem.com. Be blessed.